I'm a touch me not as well, and we don't deserve. Call it a wee bit of a dry hump.
Do we need therapy?
Yeah.
Right about now, we're gonna take it from the top. Right about now, we're gonna take it from the top. Right about now, we're gonna take it from the top. Right about now, we're gonna take it from the top.
Cause I love your mom, but it's the season of the sticks, and I saw your mom. She forgot that I existed, and it's half my fault, but I just like to play the victim. I'll drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas.
You're welcome.
Okay, right before that was incredible. Noah Khan, where are you at? Right before we pressed record on these cameras, you guys were doing something funky in the corner. And it's literally
Sex. We were doing sex.
We were doing sex. I would like to ask a question. Can I ask you a personal question?
Please.
Is scissoring actually a real thing?
Yeah.
It's so.
That was so
Are you
much
okay?
I'm drinking ginger ale, and I think that I'm drunk.
Placebo was crazy.
As a touch me not, scissoring is the only way that I like to arrive.
Interesting.
Yeah, and
Okay.
she arrives quickly.
Okay.
Don't call me a premature jerker offer ejaculator.
Okay, but I have a question. Like, that doesn't
You have
bother
is it a
me.
what?
You have a
Is it
what?
a
You
personal
have what kind of question? What kind of question do you
I have
have?
a personal question.
Okay, what is it?
I mean, maybe posed as a comment. I don't know. I'm shocked because, like, as a touch me not, I feel like that's still, like, touching, obviously.
Shut up.
Yeah,
I just need a
Thank-
clarification.
Yeah. We don't have to talk about that.
Okay.
No, I call myself like a touch me barely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Stupid thing to say.
This is a non-judgmental
Oh yeah, excuse
podcast.
me. Yeah, sorry.
yeah, that was fucking crazy. You dumb fucking idiot.
That's fair. I'm kicking out of the podcast.
No, yeah.
Because I'm a touch me not too. Touch it not is crazy.
Touch it
I'm
not.
an
Touch
astronaut.
it
Touch it
not.
not. Touch it not. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm a touch me not as well, and we don't deserve. Oh my god.
Jim,
What?
No, we don't.
what do you call it? What do you call that? What do you call it? Explain
Call
in
it a
detail.
wee bit of a dry hump. I don't know why I did that accent. That was crazy.
That ginger ale be hitting.
Yeah, different. Sugar high.
A dry hump but naked, aka
No.
scissoring.
No.
Oh, you're never naked for it.
No.
Well, it's never. I don't want to get into it, but it's never.
She's always wearing boxers.
It's never penis
I'm
on
always wearing
vagina.
boxers. I'm
Yeah.
always wearing boxers.
Okay. So you do it when you have your panties on.
Oh.
Okay.
Or thong.
Panties.
thong.
I'm so triggered.
Okay, that makes sense. Then yeah, I guess it's called tribbing, right? Or no, tribbing is a body part. That's dry humping. You do dry hump.
I see. I told you.
Congratulations, you were correct.
I was trying to prove her wrong for 5 minutes, and then we're like, oh, wait.
Oh no,
Yeah,
you're
you are
right.
You right.
You're right. Okay, cool.
All right. What a
Cheers.
waste.
But
Cheers to dry humping.
Cheers to that. Cheers to whatever the hell you like.
but do you think that scissoring is a real thing?
Well, you demonstrated, so yes.
But do you think that you could climax from? Well,
I don't know.
you could.
I mean, I've never done it, so I have no idea.
You've never done
I don't think
vagina on
you could.
vagina,
I hate that word.
Okay, can I
pussy on
explain-
pussy.
I don't like
You
when you
sicko.
you say, grow up.
Okay,
Grow up.
Let me explain something. I think when people scissor in the traditional way that they think scissoring is, where it's like, your
Yeah.
body's all contorted and everything.
Yeah.
That, if people are saying that they're getting off on that, I think they're lying. Because
Okay.
it just, by the laws of physics, it just
doesn't
simply
work.
doesn't work.
One singular physic. By the laws of one singular physic, it does not work. I agree with you 100% that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, so I think the way that you're able to come, you have to manipulate the position a little bit. But scissoring is a thing, but I don't think it's in the way that people think it is.
Yeah, not in the porn way where you're sitting across from each other, just
Yeah.
like rubbing. You know,
Okay.
just rubbing.
Interesting.
What a fascinating thing.
I think it is. Yeah, it's tribbing. That's what it is.
Tribbing.
Okay.
You know, because it's like,
But is
art.
that-
It's not clit on clit. You know,
Right.
It's like on base, on crevice, on side. It's just wherever you can get it. Really,
We take what we can get.
I'm desperate.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Desperate little bean.
emphasis on the bean.
L'chaim.
Uh-huh.
Can't pronounce
What?
l'chaim. L'chaim. incredible.
I can't stand us.
I'm
I seriously can't stand
crying.
Lahayam.
Wait, so can I ask you a personal question?
I would love it.
Of course.
What is y'all's favorite sex position?
I'm a virgin.
The one where I'm not touched.
You're like, I've only ever tried.
The one where you stay 6 feet away.
Call me COVID. Oh my god, I can't joke about that yet. I don't know. I know yours.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna make a woof. It's doggy style.
Oh, I'm dead.
Hey,
yeah,
you know
but
that
now
your
I'm
ass will
insecure.
You see your butthole every time.
No, you'll never do it again. Wait, doggy style with a strap
I have to go.
No.
or doggy style
With
with
fingers?
your phalanges?
Oh, you're asking me.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a strap.
Okay,
Oh.
what about not strap? Yeah, strap
I thought you
sex
guys
versus
don't-
not strap.
Really use that.
We do. It's just lazy.
Yeah, it's been.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Stares off into the distance.
Yeah.
It's been a long
Dildos
time.
flying all around in the post edit.
Dreaming about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're not using the strap, what's your favorite sex position? Like with the strap and without? Well, with the strap, doggy. Without.
I don't know. What is it?
I don't even know.
I'm talking missionary. I'm talking missionary. I'm talking. Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how to. It's. Our sex life is really boring right now.
Is it? Yeah,
I
is.
think missionary is underrated, and I think vanilla
Missionary
sex
is
is also
underrated.
underrated.
It's not even, like,
okay,
how-
missionary is my favorite position ever.
No,
But
yeah.
it's
I love it.
incredible.
Like, we don't do that without the strap.
No, but like, but it's still my favorite sex position in general.
Yeah, no.
But
fair.
with, I just like, I don't know if it's boring. I mean, we've had a couple of really good orgasms.
No, for sure. I'm not
lately.
saying it's like. I'm not saying it's bad. I
No,
just mean,
no,
like,
no,
we
but
don't,
you're right,
we
it's
don't,
vanilla.
We haven't switched it up in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we do the same thing. What works, you know? And when
Yeah.
you're this far in,
Yeah.
you're like just trying to get her done.
Get her done.
2.5 years
Get her
in.
done,
Get her
bud.
done.
Yeah, we keep trying
Yeah.
to get our spouses pregnant, but it's not working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Maybe a physic.
I'm like,
Can somebody ask a physic?
Nothing shooting out.
Shooting blanks.
Spider-Man, that's crazy. Oh my god.
What's yours, Carl?
Well, since our options are limited because you don't allow me to touch you anymore, or I get to touch her barely. I feel like I love just like some good old oral. You know,
That's
Yeah,
what.
that's-
That's
like,
yeah.
that's
That's
us,
us.
that's
Yeah.
us.
yeah, like,
That's
I just
her,
didn't.
not
I was,
us. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, true. Yeah, that's us.
yeah,
Two nervous laughs.
yeah. And I feel like sometimes like I'll like, well, not sometimes, like not often, but I'll be like, oh, like go on her face or something. But then I'm like, it's just
It's
I like
not
just laying
comfy.
back, relaxing,
Yeah,
having a
Hey,
drink.
the pretty princess
Can I
that
just
you
say-
are.
Some may call her pretty princess.
Maybe
Or
unpopular.
my
not
feet
pretty
in the
princess.
air.
Pillow princess.
Pillow princess.
I
yeah.
think that like sitting on somebody's face is just the least comfortable thing in the world.
See, if I were
Sometimes-
to not be a touch me not, and a way that I would like to arrive from oral would have to be on a face, because I have
you
to be
just
in
like
control.
control, eh?
That's what
Yeah.
it is. It's control with
God.
me.
Big
Interesting.
control guy.
Unpack
Yeah, see, I'm
that.
just
Yeah.
lazy.
Yeah.
I just don't want to squat
Yeah.
for that long.
And I've said that a million
fair.
times. I'm like, literally sit on my face, like smother me. I don't give a fuck. She's like, I'll break your nose and you'll die.
No, because I
I'm
need.
like, I don't
I'm
care.
God, you're like, at this point, I'll take it.
I'm like, do it.
Oh wow, tough day. Nervous
Yeah.
laughs. Speaking of scissoring, let's talk about the highs and lows of going viral.
You really got it. Yeah. You really got it.
What a crazy segue.
Yeah.
Transition king.
Yeah.
Whoa.
In
foreshadowing.
more
I'm
than
just
one
saying.
way.
I'm just
Oh
saying.
my god.
Because we all go through it because our
Yeah.
lives are social media.
Well, and I feel like we've all recently gone pretty viral.
And what's
in
interesting is I
different
feel like
ways.
we've gone viral individually
Yeah.
and on shared platforms
Yeah.
as well, which I feel
100%.
are different experiences.
Very, very different.
Yeah.
And I mean, like mine recently was me getting a non-sexual facial,
Yeah.
which turned very sexual in the comments.
Was
But
it
like
all-
gross sexual.
Yeah, like
it was all.
it was all men,
Men, yeah.
who think they're funny, but they're not.
yeah.
But it's really tough on the mental health sometimes. I know you don't struggle with that as much because it doesn't bother you.
Yeah.
I did get absolutely destroyed and shit on one of my most recent videos. I got over 1 million.
Yeah.
It was just, I thought, a cute, wholesome video of me doing my hair. And the people did not think that is what it was.
Yeah.
And so I got destroyed by high school students.
I was gonna say Ethan in grade 10.
Yeah,
was like,
literally.
"You like, you fucking idiot." Exactly. Which like
Stupid, ugly. Are you a boy or a girl? And I was like, don't know. What are you? We look the same, Ethan. Maybe you should be asking yourself that question, Ethan. Take a look in the mirror, Ethan. But I wasn't mad or hurt at all.
Yeah,
No,
I was gonna
exactly.
say, but it doesn't bother
No, it
me.
doesn't bother me at all. I'm not affected.
But you want to know what I noticed about those comments is that people were using this as an insult, and I've never heard it. But they're because the video went viral on TikTok.
It must have
and they
been
were
an
saying-
inside joke or a high school thing that we don't know about.
But
Cheers.
everyone on the comments were saying, "Post this on Reels." Post
Wasn't
like
it
what?
on
You
Reels?
get roasted
I
on
he-
Reels?
I
Like,
heard-
what the
No, that's
fuck?
like a thing.
I heard that there's
Yeah.
like this joke or whatever that like when
Like
somebody thinks something
cringy.
is so cringy or bad,
They
they say
say-
like post this on another platform because it's like which is actually really funny to be honest.
Well, but like it is kind of true. I feel like on Reels, people are far more relentless in the comments. Like people will absolutely destroy you, and I don't know what it is about Instagram specifically, but yeah, every time I have had
I
like
agree.
a video where like there's a moment that people are like, yeah, they're like, oh my god, post this on Reels. I'd love to see what happens, and I'm like, shut up.
Shut up.
But it's funny because I posted mine on Reels and no one said anything.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But did it go viral?
So fuck you,
No,
Ethan.
no.
So,
It did it. Yeah. It
Moral of
did,
the story: don't name your kid Ethan.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that I go back and forth. Like sometimes I care, and sometimes I don't. I think on my own content, I don't care as much because like, what are you gonna say that I don't already know? Like my favorite thing in the world is when somebody just like simply says like you're fat, and I'm like, oh my god, baby, did you know? Did you guys know that that's what I am? Right? Like, what are you gonna like? Keen observation, Tom.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say to me?
How observant
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah, like crazy. What are you gonna say to me
Yeah.
that I don't already know? I think just like, I mean, not to get too heavy anyway, but like when we played the CFL game. Like me and my band, we played the CFL pregame show, and there was this really funny comment because TSN like posted about it and on their socials, and there was this really funny comment saying like, how did they get the linebacker to play the actual show? Which
Yeah.
I just thought, like, to me, like, because I know who I am, because I've always said this, people aren't used to like confident fat people. Like,
Yeah.
people assume that as soon as you're overweight, you are not a confident human being, and that's not me. And so I thought it was hilarious. And we literally talked as a joke about me coming out in like a linebacker outfit
Hilarious.
and like literally doing
That
a thing
would've
with
been
it.
Yeah.
So funny.
Insane. We play the show. We literally the next morning after the night we played, I get a call really early morning. My mom asked me to come home, and my uncle passes away that day. And the label really wanted me to post the clip of me playing the CFL show. So I posted it, I think pretty much at the hospital. And I got so annihilated. And it was one of those moments that's like, for me, it was like, why do I care so much right now?
Yeah.
But then I just realized like it was at the same time I was promoting my new song Bulletproof, which like
Emotions are high then.
totally
Yeah, that's
and
why it
like
was.
that's about and so many beautiful comments were coming from the song that I was promoting about like family and loving yourself and blah blah, blah. And then mixed with like getting absolutely shit on, destroyed by a very specific type of person, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
And I was like, TikTok really had to bring this video viral. It literally got like 2 million views. And I was like, this is the one that wanted to get 2 million views?
Yeah.
It's
Thank you
always
so
those
much.
ones.
It's always the hate ones. It always is. Like all that's all
Yeah,
you
but I
get.
feel like that's like so conflicting, especially because you're going through so much in your personal life, and then everyone knows when you have a video go viral, it's like you feel, and especially if the comments are good, you're like on top of the fucking world, right?
Yeah.
So you're going through that high, but then like reading all the shit, like it's just like.
But does
hard to
it bother
ignore.
you if a video does so good in views, but a lot of the comments are hate? Does that take it away from you?
I just on a business way, it does for me because for me, I just have this theory that like it's not a theory. I just really think that when you create a following that's actually fans of you, then you last a long time. Versus when you're just like stirring the pot all the time, I think that can be really tough.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, for me personally, it's not a bother in my head. It's like, oh, this isn't a good business move
Yeah.
for this to be
Yeah.
going viral in a negative way.
Well, and like I also feel like so many brands look at all of your engagement. So if they're looking at your videos and all of it is just people being like absolute assholes or whatever,
Yeah.
it's just hate comments.
I
They're
didn't think
Yeah,
about
they're
that.
not
they're gonna be
wanna
like,
work with you.
I probably don't want to work with this person.
100%.
But they only look at your analytics that show views and comments
No,
and
but
numbers.
I'm sure
On-
a lot of
unless they
them
go
are
and do their
going to
own
like
research. Yeah,
dig deep into like
yeah,
what
that's true.
like if you're posting on socials, first of all they're going to see what kind of content you're posting, and that's probably how they found you in the first place.
Yeah.
So for sure, like they might have found a video that they were like, okay, you know what, we really like this person, let's reach out. But I guarantee you most of them are at least scrolling a little bit to be
Yeah.
like, is this person liked?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, but I mean,
Yeah.
unless it's like controversial enough that they're like, oh my god, this
We
person
want
has
that.
so many eyes on them that it's like, whatever, like
who cares?
we'll
You
just
have to
take
do
it,
it,
we'll
yeah.
take the views. But I feel like a lot of them are probably being like, this doesn't look great.
It's funny because and I don't know if this is for everyone, but for me, if a video does really good on my platform and it's negative comments, it's always based on appearance.
Right.
Yet if a video goes viral for hate with us together, it's always based on like opinion of something we said or people fighting. Like
Interesting.
I feel like it's rarely about our appearance when there's hate comments with us
100%.
ever. But then on personal, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys find that, but
Yeah.
I don't know if I paid attention enough. We don't get a lot of hate on our joint Lesbians page.
No,
you
I
guys
think-
are very well loved.
oh my
and
God,
you're
Like
very
all of
wholesome
them.
and
Yeah.
not really controversial. And maybe
think-
that's why.
No, I
Yeah.
mean we've been controversial on there, like not crazy, but like the one video that was the most viral that we had was femmes versus masks getting ready.
Oh my
In
god,
the morning.
people shit on us.
Oh, that was
What?
funny as fuck.
I
When you just
know.
wet
We
your
thought it
face.
was
How is
hilarious.
that,
Yeah.
how is that
Hilarious.
controversial?
Because people in the comment, there was like one specific person in the comment that was like, oh
Wait.
my god, like I'm a mask lesbian but I have a boyfriend, obviously insinuating that she was straight, but she just like gets ready the same way a
same way
masked
I do.
lesbian does.
Oh
And
my
people-
god.
Got so angry. And
We just watched people shit on her, and then she literally was like, I just want to know if I offended the creators. Like, that's all I want to know.
Yeah,
And we
and
were like, no, we're not
we're
offended. We thought it
good.
was funny. And then that was it.
But then somebody, like a few people were like, well, they don't speak for the whole community. And we were like, nobody said that we did.
Yeah.
But neither do you. That's
Yeah.
what I mean is that, like, oh,
No
my
one speaks
God.
for anyone. Like, it's
Yeah,
just-
it's hard.
and
It's
stereotypes,
tough.
that's just, you're just saying a stereotype or like something that is
Yeah.
common.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
you're not
Like-
saying every single mask does this to get ready.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Like, that's just
100%.
not.
It was.
I feel like it's just we're kind of in the. I mean, this is really controversial, so feel free to just stop me. But
No, please.
yeah, no, you're like excited.
Yeah.
I just feel, I feel like our, I guess technically our community is just in a really strange place as of late, where like, as a lesbian that is in the LGBTQ plus community, I feel like I have to be so sensitive about what I say, but like it's almost to the point where like I can't even like outwardly talk about being a lesbian. Like I made that one
my
viral
God,
video
yeah.
and it was, the audio was like, you're a lesbian, and I was
You were whisking
I
something.
was whisking something, and in culinary school we learned to whisk like this.
yeah, I
And so
remember.
I was whisking and went, I'm a lesbian, and I went and started whisking like this as if I was jerking something
Hilarious.
off.
That was also
The
a
way
really
I
funny
got
video.
shit on,
being
like
called like transphobic.
oh,
Yeah, of
It
course.
was-
and yeah, the border, yeah,
You're the fucking spokesperson for
yeah. No, but it's like we all know that we're not out here to offend anybody, but to not be able to like express something that is me being a lesbian because I didn't hit on every single person that existed ever in the history of ever.
There's not allowed to
Come
be an
on.
original experience. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Like
There's
you can't have an original feeling or
1000%.
something that is not taken as everyone takes it when it's
Right.
like,
Exactly. And I also feel like this community is so intense that there's no room to even make a mistake. Like for
that's
us,
why you have to be so careful because it's like then you're
100%.
canceled.
Yeah.
we posted this one video and we were working with these two other creators and we did this video on like lesbian terms, like young people versus old people, and we were working with these like two like older like middle-aged creators. And so we were explaining like young lesbian terms, and I guess it was our fault for not doing the due diligence to figure out if that term was correct for what we were trying to explain to them. But basically we asked them what being STEM was.
Okay.
And we explained it as like someone who's in between a mask and a femme.
I explained it as me.
And
I
yeah,
said
like
like
we-
I
Right.
and at the
considered
time you were
STEM.
more feminine, right? Because now you're
'cause
like
you had long hair at the time.
yeah,
It was,
now
it
you're
was-
more
yeah.
butch, but like at the time you were, we
I
thought
hate
you
the
were
word butch,
called
but-
STEM. So that was our bad, because once we posted the video, there was a couple comments of people saying like, oh, actually STEM is only for people of color.
Oh, okay.
And like,
It's stud. So stud is
sorry.
only used
No, no,
for.
oh,
no. Butch is for everyone else.
Yeah, stud is only for people of color.
And then STEM
Okay.
is also only for people of color.
Because
I
it means
believe.
stud. It's
Interesting.
stud femme. That's why you can't say it.
oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, so we had posted that, and then we got a comment saying, "Oh, actually, nope. That term is used." For
Was it a
people
nice
of color."
comment?
Well,
The
there was
first
like a
one,
couple.
yeah.
The first one was nice, and we had addressed it. We responded to the comments. Like we didn't respond right away because we're not just constantly checking the comments. But when we went on a few hours later, we had noticed a couple, and we said, "Oh, so sorry about that. We'll know for next time, right?"
But
So then-
also Carly was like, should we make a video? Because we started getting like hate comments about it.
Yeah.
And
A
I was like,
lot.
I agree with making a video to apologize if you have like done something wrong
Right.
and realize, okay, I did that wrong, but we just didn't know.
Yeah.
So why would we make this huge apology offending people when we literally just didn't know that that was the term
Right.
And
that
it was
we were
such an
supposed to use.
innocent mistake. We were like, it was our bad. We'll know for next time. Thank you for educating us, right? Like we
Which is a
answered it.
beautiful response. Isn't that
Yeah.
the point? Like, isn't that what you hope for somebody who
Yeah,
made a
you
mistake?
educated
Like, take
us,
you
and
educated
now
us.
we'll never
That's it,
make that
yeah.
mistake again.
Yeah.
So then there was this one creator that had commented like 4 times on our video, being like, and she was addressing it in a very rude and aggressive manner. So I chose to respond to people's comments that were actually being nice. But when you're coming at me like shitting on me for making an innocent mistake,
Yeah, she's
I'm
like,
not.
with the amount of followers you have, you should realize
This
like
is so ignorant of you,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And
Wow.
I'm like, okay, we're so sorry, but like, you don't really have to speak to us like that.
Yeah.
So I just didn't respond to her. I responded to the people that were nice. So then the next day I wake up and I check TikTok, and we were mentioned in a video of hers.
Oh no.
And she had made a whole video being like, I know you guys are so busy with all your
Oh
stuff you have
my
to do.
God.
create or
Like-
posting like not educational, like saying like we're so busy posting false information type thing to look at this
Yeah.
video, but then went off.
And she was like, you don't even address my comment. You don't even want to respond to me, blah, blah. And I'm like,
So
okay,
entitled.
You're
Yeah.
I was
not
gonna say it's the entitlement for me.
It was the entitlement. And I'm like, why can we not make a mistake? And if it was something that was like
Malicious.
malicious, we
Then that's different.
misspoke.
Of course.
We responded to comments. We said, thank you for educating us. We'll never say it again.
But also-
we understand now. Thank you so much.
The person we were making the video with, one of them was black
Oh, and she
and didn't know, like called me a
Sorry.
stud.
Interesting.
Yes. And they, they were non-binary. So they were like, they didn't correct us. So,
Okay.
And so also like we just simply didn't know.
Yeah.
But
Well, I
they
think
referred to me as a stud.
And I think
Right.
they were
I
black.
think that
yeah.
right.
So why would you?
You know
why
what I
would you
mean?
question
Like,
that, right?
Exactly.
Well, and I think I've heard that term many times before and didn't know that was the case. But the point is that when did it become acceptable to teach in such an aggressive way? Because if you're sitting in a classroom and the teacher's screaming at you with the top of your lungs, you think you're retaining any of that information?
No.
And so when you make a mistake on the internet, you're right, that is an important part of the conversation. That a black non-binary they were dating a woman.
Yes.
Okay, so for them to say to you or call you a stud or address you as a stud, why would you ever
would I think
second
that's
guess
wrong?
that?
Yeah.
But you guys addressed it so beautifully that like you took it, you didn't ignore it, you publicly made an apology and said, thank you so much for educating us, because now we know. And we've had that kind of conversation where I don't think I've heard you guys say that once.
Yeah.
So it stuck because you learned from the people that educated in the right way.
100%. And you know what? We would have also remembered the comment,
Right.
even if that girl didn't make a whole aggressive series on
Right.
it. Like, you know what I mean? It would have still stuck. And I feel like it just doesn't feel like a safe space to be able to make any mistakes. And I think that's why, like, we go through phases where we're like, because we've been not canceled, but we've had videos where people are like fully shitting on us, and it almost like deters you from ever wanting to make content again, because it's like these things are innocent to us. We're never doing anything maliciously, but when you make a mistake and the whole world is watching, like they just shit on you.
But I
and
also think like it
sucks.
gives the community kind of a bad rap for being the
100%.
way that it is, because
Absolutely.
there's no like lenience.
No, and
Yeah.
like
That's a good word, yeah.
you always say it so well that they what is it? Fight oppression with oppression.
Yeah, I don't like when groups fight oppression with oppression and saying we want equality, but also you can't be part of my group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Defeats the purpose of fighting. Do you want
100%.
equality or do you want to be your own group? There's not like, and it's not to say that people can't have their own groups. And I think that's really important in society to feel safe, to feel loved, to feel heard. But I think that when you're fighting equality, I say that story because when I was working with my own old bandmate who was a straight man, a cis man, I was invited to play a pride in Canada. I won't say the city. And we were like, amazing. Like we had just started playing shows and we were like, okay, like this is our band. These are the names, blah, blah. And they were like, oh no, not both of you, just you. And I was like, oh, but I don't play solo. Like I'm in a band. Like this is who I play with. And they were like, no, like we're not having straight people. And I'm like, but that's my band
Pride?
at Pride.
Where
So
everybody,
what?
like, what about allies?
Yeah, like
so, but that's what I said. He was such an
There's
ally.
millions of straight allies there.
yeah.
Nope, they were like, no, I won't have you part of
Which
it.
is
That's
crazy.
crazy to think about.
And it was the first time that I was like, oh, so we're now fighting oppression with oppression. We're now saying, oh, like we really want equality. We're fighting for this, but also you can't be part of our group if you don't identify. Okay, that's crazy to me.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I have a really hard time with it, and that's why, like, yeah, I think just every community, as you said, like it's just we're in such a weird place, I think, and it's pretty divided, and I think that we've lost our. I know that sounds bold to say, but I think lost our way a little bit.
I remember reading an article that said Jamie Fine is not an advocate for the LGBTQ plus community.
Stroke.
Let's talk about it.
Oh my god. Let's talk about it. Okay, so I
Witches. Sorry.
so I sat down. I love the man that interviewed me for this article. He's you met him.
He's amazing.
He's incredible.
We
Human
just
being.
went out to dinner with him like
Yeah.
a couple months ago.
And he's in Montreal, and we sat down, and we kind of had this conversation. I think the title was like, ooh, God, he really did that. But the content of it was really beautifully written, I felt, and it was really aligned with what I believed in, which is that that's the title does not encompass how I feel about the LGBTQ plus community. It's that I really do struggle, as I was saying before, that we fight oppression with oppression, and that there's a lot of people saying I want to be equal, but there's like this entitlement that like, if I don't care if you're an entitled straight person or an entitled gay person, I don't like you.
Yeah.
And but because you're gay, I have to. I don't believe in that. And so I think that's where kind of the article came from. Is I had told that story about the pride that I was invited to, and he totally got it, and he was like, "Wow, I agree."
Yeah, 100%. I think it just sucks that like if someone just reads the title and doesn't read the article because it's obviously so
course.
bolded.
You think
they
they're
can-
gonna think she's gay and homophobic?
No, but
no,
literally
well,
somebody came up to you and asked that.
Oh my God, a girl in a
Ask
bar.
if you are homophobic.
No, wait. So
I said, "Can I ask you a personal question? Are you an
Yeah,
advocate
are you
for the
homophobic?
LGBT?"
yeah. No, dude, I literally was in a bar.
This was
with, like,
before
a-
we started dating.
This
I
is
would just
way
like to
before.
preface this.
Yeah, way before. And this was like probably like 3 months after the article came out. I was in a bar with a bunch of my friends, and this girl comes up to me, and like the table kept on kind of looking at me. So like I figured they kind of recognized me or whatever it was. One of the girls come up to me and she goes, "Hey, like there's an article like that like I saw," and I'm like, "Oh," and I knew immediately that she knew, and she's like, "Is that true?" And I was like, "Did you read the article?" And she was like, "No, I just saw the title." Clearly, she just sat at the table, Googled me, and just
Yeah.
saw what was going on.
Yeah.
So she was kind of like embarrassed, went to go sit down. At the end of the night, she comes up, asks for my number, tries to pick me up.
Bitch.
I literally was like, wow, what a pickup.
Let's go find her,
Yeah.
Vic.
Are you homophobic? Want a date?
Literally.
I have sources that will find your address.
It was crazy. But the article like made its way around, and people often ask me about it in interviews, and it's like, I don't know what to tell you guys. And then I explained myself, and you'd be hard pressed to find somebody that disagrees with
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
100%. Well, the Gen Zs.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not true.
That's
Yeah.
God.
They'll find anything to
100%.
be mad about.
Exactly.
I know. Why are we like
bless
this?
you.
I'm looking at you too. 'Cause
I
you're
do
Gen
not
Z.
identify as a Gen
no,
Z.
but we
Yeah.
are
Neither does she,
unfortunately.
yeah.
No, no.
Wait, you're also a Gen Z?
Yeah, I'm the oldest of Gen Z.
Oh my god, I don't know how to.
Because I'm 97, and that was the first year of Gen Z.
Oh yeah.
I remember we had this whole conversation. You were like, I'm not a Gen Z, I'm a millennial. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure you are. And for the longest time you were convinced, and we didn't even think to Google the dates. And then we finally Googled it, and I was like, oh my god, babe, I have some terrible news for you.
Well, I'm
You're
47, so I don't see how that works.
You're a
but
47 man.
Crazy.
You're
transphobic.
Yeah.
When do you want to talk about that?
Let's talk about Victor. How fucking transphobic
You just got
you are.
shit on with a video.
Yeah, like reeling it back here a little bit. I had posted a video making a apparently not funny joke that you told me that you didn't want to pull out because you wanted to get me pregnant.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Which
Just
for the
a-
people listening, I'm a woman.
She does not have a penis.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
wishes she did.
Yeah.
But she does not.
Yeah,
Anyways.
so you're joking about the penis envy.
Yeah.
So
And I
lighthearted, so funny.
Yeah, I think I had said like POV, your GF says that she's not going to pull out tonight because she wants to put a baby inside of you.
Yeah.
And I
hot.
the
So hot.
caption I said, Hank Green, do you want to tell her or should I? Because he explains everything.
Oh, okay.
And somebody commented, Hank Green would tell you that you're a fucking TERF. And I was like,
And wait, do you want to explain what TERF means?
so it's literally just being transphobic in like the worst possible way. Like
Solid.
it, like as disrespectfully as you possibly could say transphobic, that is that.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't realize that I wasn't allowed to talk about my own lesbian experience of dating a woman who does not have a penis
Yeah.
and cannot physically get me pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. But somebody else came into the comments and defended me almost immediately. And they were like,
somebody was
wow, like you're throwing that term around and now it's not going to be valid. Because
Yeah.
this isn't a
true.
situation where this person is being transphobic.
Well, I think she said simply like, don't go around throwing that term around.
Yeah.
And the girl deleted her comment.
Yeah.
Good.
So it goes to show
Yeah.
you that like she's just like not even confident in like you know
what
what I
you're
mean?
saying,
Like
yeah.
it's oh
Bold.
I was
It's
so
so
like,
bold.
but it makes me so insecure because I'm like, oh my god, like, am I like, am I just being like ignorant and like that actually is transphobic? But I was like, why can't I talk about my experience and my relationship where that's like, I'm not dating a trans man.
Yet.
yeah.
So yeah, it's just frustrating because like,
Well, I just like
Why?
constantly getting called out for our own experiences, and it's like I worked my ass off to be confident in who I was as a
Yeah.
lesbian and come out
Yeah.
to my. It wasn't a terrible experience, but it still took effort to come out as gay to my family and my friends and in general, and talk about it openly in the public. And so the fact that like I can't have those conversations when I work that
100%.
hard is like, whoa, hang on.
yeah.
And it's not even about just having those conversations. It's like your intention behind what you're saying is so innocent. It's like
That's what I think
lighthearted,
really
it's
matters is
funny,
your
and-
intention.
And your intentions were not obviously shit. Like you obviously are not fucking transphobic.
Right.
No.
But like it's so shitty that people just take a little glimpse of that and then run with it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't even
100%.
see how they got there. But
Yeah.
like,
And in a certain instance, like, yeah, for sure, maybe important to keep certain things in mind and really be open minded. But like that is you. Like
Yeah.
you have in the past been like, ooh, my
okay,
bad.
maybe I shouldn't have said
Yeah,
that. But
and
like
then,
I was like,
yeah,
wait,
addressed
like
it.
why can't I like literally why can't I say this? Because like that's my relationship. Like I'm not talking about yours. I'm not talking about somebody else's. I'm talking about mine.
Yeah.
I think
So-
we can all agree as creators that posting content, especially in this generation, is like walking on fucking eggshells.
Oh
You
my
have to
God, yeah.
assume that
You
no
just
matter
have
what
to
you
assume-
say, someone's not gonna like it. And
Yeah.
we have to just not give a
100%.
fuck.
Yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
Or you could, but
my
I don't.
Sweet my
Yeah.
sweet emotionless warlock.
No, yeah. And like like you
my
said,
God.
like it took you a long time to become confident in who you are, but like you are confident. And like I came out pretty late. Like I think I was maybe 21 or 22.
You were 21.
Yeah.
Kate, that'll
Yeah.
be our can I ask you a personal question of the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because somebody asked us
When did you come
advice
out?
or what, but they asked for advice for coming out. So
Yeah.
tell us about when you came out.
So I didn't come out to my family until probably a year and a half after I figured out that I was gay, just because I was scared.
I feel like that's
And like
normal.
it had nothing to do with my parents really. I think my fear was that like just anything would change my relationship with them. But to every single friend that I had, and my sisters when I was drunk. I'm like, I'm a gay bitch.
Yeah.
You said to my sisters when I was drunk, she stuck her tongue out, and I thought she meant that she would try and make out with her sisters.
No,
Kinda do it.
no.
Like, what are
okay.
you, us?
No.
Get your own thing.
We're the sisters.
Brother and
We'll
sister.
unpack that in the next session.
Yeah. No, but I it took a while for me to build up the courage to tell my parents, but I hilariously got a bunch of rainbow frosting cupcakes and then wrote on the box. At the time I thought I was bi.
Didn't we all?
Yeah, so I said
No.
that I like both I like both. I swing both ways.
Is that what you wrote?
No, I said I like boys and girls, but that
Oh,
is a little
So
less
Tumblr of you.
inclusive now. So
Right,
I
right.
feel it.
good thing you didn't post it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did.
Oh yeah,
Good thing you posted it 4 years ago.
Yeah.
You better go and delete that before
Yeah.
someone digs it up.
Yeah. No, literally, we were at an event and somebody came up to me and they were like, I remember your coming out video. And I was like, great.
But amazing. So fun.
But yeah, so I came out with cupcakes. It might be a softer way for somebody if you're a little nervous. 'Cause,
Yeah,
like,
would you recommend?
can you be mad if there's cupcakes around? No.
Okay.
I mean,
like
you
the
might
way
be,
you think.
but you'll be a little less angry.
Yeah, because then you'll have a bite of a
guess.
cupcake and
Yeah,
everything will
then
be
it'll
fine in the
Maybe
world.
we're hangry.
That's so true.
So that's my advice. I can only come out once. That's all I can
Yeah.
tell you.
You also came out very late in life.
I did come out very late.
She
in
came out
life.
because of me.
Wait,
So I was 26. No, 25. 20. How old was I?
26. You were 26.
I was 26 when I came out. I think I had just had my
Yeah.
26th birthday.
Wow.
And I actually had dated a woman before Mercedes that I never came out. That was like a very closeted relationship.
I understand.
And then when I met Mercedes, I instantly was like, fuck, I have to tell the world.
But also I was kind of like, I'm not going to go back in the closet.
Right.
So if you're going to have me over at your house and stuff, I'm not going to pretend that I'm your friend.
Okay,
And
less
you did,
romantic.
but-
Yeah. But I
you
didn't
were
force her.
very-
I was just like, I will not go back in. You can
Right.
stay in. I
Right.
won't be in.
Yeah,
Right.
but
Yeah.
this is a thing.
I've been out.
You were very patient with me at the beginning because she knew I wasn't out. So I would sneak her into my house at like 1, 2 in the morning because I had moved back home just like during the pandemic briefly. So I would sneak her into my family's home at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and then she'd sneak out before like 7 a.m. before like my little
Just
grandma
every
got
day.
up. And every night
crazy.
we were doing this, and so
Like we would fall asleep together and then I'd have to set an alarm, wake up and leave.
and run out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very,
like a
very high
movie.
school.
it
Yeah.
was like a movie, but the anxiety that it caused, like I just couldn't live like that anymore. Like it was just mentally not great. And I also didn't, again, like want to closet her because she had been out and that wasn't fair to her. It wasn't fair to me. And I also knew that whatever happened, I would be safe. And so, you know what I mean? Like I knew I would have somewhere
cute.
to go. I knew that like my situation wasn't going to be horrible. I thought that maybe they wouldn't accept it, but I just knew I would be safe. So I think that's what kind of pushed me to come out because I'm like, whatever happens might be shitty. I might get hurt emotionally, but I know I'll be safe, you know? So I think that would be my advice to anyone coming out is just to make sure that you are safe, make sure you have, you know, maybe someone else or somewhere else that you can go if you feel like things may not go.
I like how
Do you know what I mean?
yours was so like deep, and I'm over here telling people to get fucking cupcakes.
What's your advice for coming out emotionally?
Honestly, like I found that like it was just so much easier when I felt confident in myself and like my identity, because I didn't want to go into any conversation where somebody would be like, "Are you sure?" And like then me be like, "Oh wait, I don't know," but like I had to make sure that I was like, no, like I 1000% like I love women, like I just know. So I wanted to make sure that I was sure. And like that also felt like I had somewhere to go. So kind of touching on that, I waited till I moved out. And then I was like, okay, well, at least I have like a roof over my head just in case anything happens. And like my parents are not like that. So I wouldn't.
Yeah, they're so supportive anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know
which
what you mean.
hilariously, like right after taking the first fucking bite out of a cupcake, my dad's like, so do you have a girlfriend?
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
That's
I'm still
I'm
lone
working
dad.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you came around like 2 months later.
Yeah.
Aw, that's fucking cute. I remember also when I came out, we were like almost 2 months in. So it was like going on that's like 3 years in lesbian terms, you know? So it felt like forever to me. I was like already falling in love with her. Like I was like, wow, it's very serious. And it felt like it was going to be it. And so I remember telling my family, like, I don't even remember if I said like from when I was young, but I think I just expressed it like, I met this girl. I have all the feelings for her. And you know, I'd love it if you guys could accept me. If not, fuck you.
Salut, bye.
But yeah, and then I remember like my mom and grandma being like, oh my God, like can't wait to meet her, like bring her over. And then I think you would come over to my house maybe like the next day. Like it happened very quickly. And then I was so fucking nervous. I was sweating through everything I put on. I remember literally sweating through my shirt and I had to change before she came.
Oh my God.
It was a lot. But then you came and it was totally fine. And you fell in love with my family, especially my mom.
Especially your mom.
Yeah.
Wow, says it.
God. Okay. Mercedes?
Okay, mine is so boring. It's like 16. I grew up with a gay aunt. My whole life, it was so normalized. I always knew about lesbians and gay things and whatever, and her and I were so close when I was younger. And she was the first person I came out.
Sorry, there's a giant plane going over your house.
Yeah.
Kind of into it.
Sorry.
It's not our vibrator, I promise.
Yeah, she was the first person I came out to, and it was at work. We worked together, and I ran outside and I said, I have to tell you something. And she said, what? And I said, I'm gay. And she said, yeah, I know.
Yeah, duh.
And then I told everyone else, and they said, yeah, we know. And that was it.
What a nice thing. So
Yeah.
then what is your, to
What's
end
your
this
advice?
all, what is your advice
On coming
on
out.
coming out? If somebody's having a hard time coming out.
My advice, obviously safety, obviously confidence, but also knowing that you're doing it for you and only you, and your family doesn't have to like it. You don't have to like it. I mean, like, no, your friends don't have to like it. You have to like it. You have to love it. Yeah, you just have to own it, and you have to do what's best for you and what makes you happy, because life is too fucking short. But I don't know. I'm not your therapist.
Cheers, queer.
Love y'all. Love y'all. We'll see you friggin' next episode, buddies.
Bye.